Hello F1 Clash fans, it's Wolasim here, and today I got a bit of a different video for you, a bit out of the ordinary. I'm not actually going to play F1 Clash today. Instead, I want to, give you my reaction to the F1 Clash Moments update, which just got announced, and I just glanced over this here, and it sounded pretty cool, so I thought, hey, why not turn on the camera and go through this in more detail and do it together with you guys and kind of share my thoughts, my reaction to this whole update, because it sounds pretty great and pretty interesting. So yeah, let's just go through this in a bit of a more detail. So, new game mode in testing, F1 Moments. We're thrilled to reveal something we've been building behind the scenes for a while now, and it's finally ready to enter testing. So, limited test runs. Yeah, I think we don't need to get into too much detail there. So, some of you lucky ones out there may already have access to this. I may get it in the future, or you guys may get it in the future. So currently, I don't have access to it yet. Otherwise, I'd show you the gameplay in F1 Clash, but stay tuned for that. I'll share it with you once I have it. But for now, I'm not one of the lucky ones. But here, what is F1 Moments? Moments is the first brand new game mode to arrive in F1 Clash since Grand Prix events. And it's also the very first single player mode in the game. That sounds pretty interesting. I expected many things that they could do in the future, but I never had like single player on my radar, but I guess it makes total sense. Like, why not? Like, for my myth busting series, I don't know if I can actually use it for that, but if I want to do some testing, single player would be really helpful. So maybe that could, help us test out some strategies, but let's see here. Moments offers immersive scenarios that let players prove their know-how and even relive iconic real-world moments, testing their strategies and racecraft across a variety of challenges. Challenges sound really cool. Like, I tried to do that myself, like just set random challenges to myself. Like, for example, Hulkenberg from qualifying lower than P19 and then fighting your way to the podium. Like, that could be like an iconic real-life moment that I tried to kind of, recreate myself. But of course, if we get an actual challenge in the game, that would be way simpler and everybody could easily do it, or like easily try the challenge. And so that sounds awesome, getting challenges in this game. Complete objectives to unlock rewards and progress further. Yeah, sure. And there we got it, F1 Moments. So that's how that would probably, or could probably look. Work in progress screenshot. That looks nice, really cool. Another game mode, I mean, that's always welcome, more gameplay options. Okay, how does it work? Moments will appear in the same menu as duels and Grand Prix events. Yeah, the first version will be available only to a small group. Okay. It will feature challenging scenarios that increase in difficulty with limited rewards to begin with. Okay, limited rewards, but hey, we get additional rewards, so that's cool. You playing single player, but it helps you progress and get better parts for the multiplayer or PvP. Once the mode rolls out more widely, we'll keep developing it into something bigger with more advanced challenges tied to real-world F1 action. That real-world F1 action, that could be so cool. Like, F1 is a great sport and there's so many iconic moments, especially when you look in history, but also take just this season, for example. There's enough moments that you could recreate there, and that's super cool to have in F1 Clash. Or I imagine, I haven't seen it yet, but it sounds cool. Bigger rewards and more reasons to play every day. Yeah, sure, I mean, that's all nice if we have more fun in F1 Clash. So let's have a little look here. Zoom and enhance. F1 Moments, Great Brits ends in 176 days, virtual reality. Okay, 176 days, so I guess they're going for something more long-term, which I think makes sense, if we already have, like with the Grand Prix events, you have the qualifying, opening round, final round. That's a lot with a time limit. So single player is all about being more chill, taking things at your own pace, and when you have time for it, not having to time your life around it. So making that a bit of a longer time period sounds pretty good. So what do we have here? Virtual reality, Imola, summer break, off-season, no such thing for elite driver. Emulate Max Verstappen's exploits in sim and real-life racing by completing these challenges. That's a good example. Like, Max Verstappen is crazy. Like, he just breathes and lives motorsport. Like, that guy Absolutely crazy. So yeah, why not reproduce that in F1 Clash? And we can see here junior, challenger, contender, and champion. Okay, so even in single player, you have different leagues. That could be cool to progress in that. Finish P12 or higher, finish P10 or higher. Oh, okay, so it's like you have one certain race, and then depending on how good you are, you'll unlock different classes of challenges and get better rewards, I guess. Okay, so it's not like you achieved it or didn't achieve it, but like depending on how good you achieved it, at least that's how I interpret that example. And this screenshot is also interesting, like, because that graphic we have on the left side, it's a bit of a different UI. You know, we have our one driver, so that's all similar. And then we have the challenge, still have the weather. Obviously we don't, I guess, don't have our rival at the top, because why would we? There is no rival. Okay, so interesting. So some wet weather challenge, in this case with Behrman. I don't know if you could do like a Max Verstappen challenge with a different driver. It's gonna be interesting. I mean, we'll see though that when it all actually comes out officially, but looks good to me. Okay, what to expect in moments. Since this is a single player mode, you'll face AI opponents rather than other players. Yeah, that makes sense. Here's what you can look forward to. Daily challenges with unique scenarios. Okay, so now maybe have like a long time horizon, but also daily. Okay, well, expected something different from like the 176 days here, but I don't know, maybe virtual reality is like an event, and then in that event you'll have daily challenges. I don't know. Okay, so there is going to be daily stuff. I mean, sure, okay, why not? Objectives such as finish in a certain position or higher, overtake X amount of cars. Stacking rewards as you complete all objectives. Narrative flavor from both current and legendary F1 drivers. Okay, I mean, I'm not too hyped about the legendary drivers, but it sounds cool. It's basically like F1 Clash is getting a single player campaign. Like, that's what this sounds like, which is something that I would have never expected them to do. It's nothing that, if you would have asked me, I would have never said that I want a single player campaign in F1 Clash, but once we get it, it could be a feature that once we actually have it, I can't imagine living without it. So we'll see. But for now, I think it's more gameplay, which always sounds good. Oh yeah, and we're almost finished here. Just the beginning. The first phase is only the start for moments. In the coming months, the mode will expand to more players, bringing bigger challenges, greater rewards, even more unforgettable single-player experiences. Stay tuned for updates and get ready to experience Formula 1 in a whole new way with F1 moments. Okay. Very interesting, man. I love it. Like, this sounds like a good update. I love seeing this game get more updates. It's not what I expected. I think they still also have a lot of possible improvements they could do to weekend events and normal duels, but I mean, hopefully they're also working on that, or I'm sure they're also working on that. But to get like an entire new game mode, also really cool. And I love updates like this. And again, like this game, I already really enjoy it, but it's also the potential in this game is so fascinating, because F1 is such an amazing sport, and you have this F1 game for mobile. And yeah, really interesting to see the different, like there's so many different routes they could take and ways they could develop this. So interesting to see that we get a single player campaign basically. And I like it because it doesn't sound like anything that goes like in the direction of pay to win, but it just sounds like more content. Like single player should be pretty chill, I hope. So yeah, sounds really great. Can't wait to have this officially release, or until maybe I'm one of the lucky ones that, yeah, where this appears in their game. So all you guys watching this, look out for F1 moments. Maybe you're one of the lucky ones that can actually already play this. If you are one of the lucky ones, share your thoughts on this in the comments below. I'd be really interested. And stay tuned, you know, subscribe to this channel if you want to see me check out F1 moments once I can finally play it. I'm really hyped for it. Sounds great. And yeah, that's been it for this little out of the ordinary reaction type video. Whatever. I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye.